Understood is launching the Be the Reason campaign to build awareness and reduce the stigma around learning and thinking differences like ADHD and dyslexia. Subject matter expert of psychology and learning at Understood, Dr. Andy Kahn, and 15-year-old Miya Kofo, leading actress in Understood's Be the Reason film, who also deals with a learning and thinking difference, joins us now with the details. Thank you both for joining us. Dr. Kahn, though, let's start with you. Can you talk about the prevalence and realities of learning and thinking differences and why Understood thought it was important to launch this campaign?
Well, certainly. So we did a body of research that found that stigmas around learning and thinking differences were prevalent, and they were negatively impacting the emotional and functioning of our population of kids. So by having stigmas in the way, parents aren't able to access supports, don't feel comfortable engaging with their kids. So it became really apparent to us there was a responsibility to engage in a stigma campaign and to help parents learn to be the reason their kids thrive and survive.
So then how do the stigmas around LTDs prevent parents and caregivers from taking action to get their child support?
So parents have misconceptions and beliefs about their children. So for example, at least 50% of our parents felt that by sharing their children's learning and thinking differences with others, that they would be discriminated against or be treated differently than other kids. So when parents feel that those things are in play in terms of stigmas, they're unable to access their day-to-day supports, and they keep themselves blocked off with a game of shame and blame. So for us, it was really important to give parents accurate information and help them land at our website with understood.org/be the reason to access videos like Mia's original film that we created about the perspectives of young people with ADHD, trying to give parents information and support, because parents can't possibly know all of these things on their own. And we need to give them the support of accurate information and the support of data that's going to help them get resources and help work with their kids more appropriately.
Right. So then can you share the details on the new study and the study that's on misconceptions around learning and thinking differences and how they affect children's mental health and self-confidence?
Certainly. So we did a neurodiversity and stigma study back in April of 2022. And we found that while parents had some awareness of learning and thinking differences and were aware that they existed, parents held misconceptions about what was contributory. So about 30% of our parents thought that the school was contributory to these challenges. And 20% of our parents thought that they were the cause by way of their parenting approaches. So when parents start to feel that essence of shame or who's to blame for these issues, it becomes very hard for them to move forward. We found that more than half of our parents struggled with starting conversations with their kids. So it's really clear that the barriers exist, and getting them to our landing page and information about how to support their kids, what resources are there, how to start conversations was super important and drove us moving towards finding a campaign for being the reason kids succeed.
Yeah. Well, let's turn to Miya now. Miya, can you tell us about your journey with learning and thinking differences and the role your parents played in helping support you?
Yeah, so growing up, I struggled a lot with my ADHD before my diagnosis. I felt like I was less than like the bad kid or the lazy kid in school when that really wasn't the case. It isn't the case for anybody with any learning or thinking difference. But once I got my diagnosis, my parents realized what I have, and my dad also has ADHD. So he incorporated some ways he knows helps him into my life. And I really thrived in my environment. I got confidence. I did better in school. I made friends, and it really helped me just feel more comfortable in my environment. So I know that a lot of parents don't feel that way, and I'm very fortunate to have those parents. And I think that this film is a great opportunity to give these messages and resources to parents and really let them know that they're not the reason that their children are this way, but they can be the reason to help their kids thrive in their environment and really do as well as they can in school or whatever they do.
I love that. Well, tell us the significance of this campaign and your hope of helping others.
Yeah, so I know that I'm very fortunate to have parents that support me, but so many people aren't. So I think that once parents see this, they might be able to relate to their kids better, because like you see in the film, you really see it from a child's perspective on how they feel when their parents don't support them. So seeing this and seeing how you might be affecting your child by not giving them these resources, I think it'll really affect parents and really make them want to help their kids.
Wonderful. Well, I'm so glad that it has helped you and that we're getting the word out. And either one of you can answer. Where can we go, though, for more information and the resources available?
So head over to understood.org/be the reason, get to see Mia's wonderful film and get access to those resources about being the reason your kids succeed and thrive. Thanks so much for the time today.
Of course.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you both so much. And if you'd like to see this segment again or get more information, you can head to our website as well.